Hello, welcome to another video. It's Holly's birthday tour. It's Holly's, how old are you today?
32.
It's Holly's 32nd birthday tour. So, we have come to York. I mean, look how beautiful this is already. So I've just walked through that archway, which is called Micklegate. So we've come along, there's a Brewdog, but we didn't come to York to go to things like Brewdog. So we're going to start our pub tour of the day. We're going to go to all the haunted ones, we're going to go to all the old ones. And the first stop, just after you come through Micklegate, is this beautiful old looking building that I know absolutely nothing about, but look, it overhangs, shows how old it is. Wasn't on our list. You know what, we might as well start with a beer. So stop number 1 in York, the Priory. So, beautiful building and good place to start. I'm just cheersing my wife on her birthday. Building dating back to 1700, it's been a pub since 1826, the Priory. Just have a little look at the old beams and everything in here. So, just through Micklegate, and we're going to sort of work our way that way. I think we have to cross a river. Holly's been here before, I haven't. Cross a river, and then we get to the shambles and all the really, really old ones. So I'm well looking forward to this. It's going to be a great day. Nice little place to start that Priory, but we're walking further along Micklegate Road then, and you come up to where the bridge is. You cross the bridge, and then you get to the older part of the city, I think. But it's time for a second beer. Walked about 4 minutes, and that's time for a beer. This Tank and Paddle has a nice sign outside saying craft beers and ciders. The lure of a craft beer has got me going in. Tank and Paddle, top 2. So obviously there's a sign outside that says craft beer because it's a crafted social. It used to be Stonegate, it's that company. So we're here on a Wednesday, and it's Wing Wednesday, so it's 40p a chicken wing. So obviously I've just ordered 20 chicken wings, you know. Holly's eating as well, but not my chicken wings. But on the water, big, beautiful looking place. I'm looking forward to my chicken wings. To make me incredibly happy, beer and a big bowl of chicken wings. So where we've just come from, the Tank and Paddle, if you follow my finger, is that with the balcony just there. So we've come across this beautiful bridge, and we were going to stop at the King's Arms, which looks a beautiful old establishment. It's a Sam Smith, and it's not open. I wonder if he's closed it down. Doesn't look like there's much sign of life, but it might be open later. But while we're here on this beautiful quayside that we're stood at, there's one here called the Waterfront, which is open. So Waterfront stop 3. Yeah, beautiful little waterfront pub, basically called the Waterfront. So it's still a function hotel and things like that. Did suffer flooding damage a couple of weeks ago, but luckily they escaped reasonably unscathed, and they told us that the King's Arms is shut at the moment due to flood damage, so we're not going to be able to get in there later, and that's why, flooding. So up this beautiful little cobbled street, very narrow, beautiful little street. So stop number 4, someone suggested, wasn't on our list originally, but we're going to do it anyway. The Stone Roses Bar. Going to be stop number 4. Yeah, it's pretty damn cold in here. As you'd expect, it's like a music mecca. You can see Miss Amy Winehouse behind me, obviously, and Liam Gallagher, things like that. But yeah, just wicked. So proper little music bar. This really, really decent. Suppose you can buy all these for 450 quid for some of these paintings. Bowie. Yeah, proper bar this. We're up in sort of the beautiful older part, you know, going on the way towards York Minster. But this one is on our list. Lendl Cellars. Looks like it might be a Green King now, but yeah, this is on our list, so this is going to be stop number 5. Number 5. So this one is pretty special. This was once home to 35 friars, and the discovery a few hundred years ago of human remains led people to believe that one friar might still be here as a ghost, haunting the place. Apparently there have been several sightings of said person or persons down here over the years. It's beautiful, so where the friars and stuff are said to haunt down here, but just look, it's like a little underground tunnel. Yeah, this is an absolutely stunningly beautiful building. Haunted number 1. That Lendl Cellars is pretty damn impressive. So you come back up from the cellars, and along to one that we've heard an awful lot about. Apparently there are 2 of these. The House of Trembling Madness. This is not the original one. This is the second House of Trembling Madness. But while we're here, I'm not going to walk past the craft beer shop, so, you know, it's called itself a beer mansion. I like beer mansions. House of Trembling Madness, up next. Oh yeah, this is the second one, about 6 years old. The other one's about a 3-minute walk away. We will do the other one it was. This is House of Trembling Madness Lendl. I mean, I'm happy. So I've had a pineapple sour from Vault City. So I'm gonna enjoy this. This is absolutely one of the upstairs sort of bits. For a proper walk around the other one to show you. But yeah, I can see why people rave about these. They're great. Oh yeah, House of Trembling Madness Lendl. This one is, but it is a beer mansion. It is an old mansion. There are so many different rooms, so many different levels, alcoves, gorgeous. It's just beautiful. It's definitely, it's the newer one of the two, so I'm looking forward to the old one. But yeah, it's well worth a visit. It's unique, really nice. Right, we're wandering along Stonegate now, which is I mean, you can see behind me on this guy. Look, what a beautiful street this is. Holly's just pointed out as an armoury shop behind me. There's also a nice looking cocktail bar called Evil Eye. And just some of these buildings. We walked past another beautiful, there's too many beautiful pubs here. We walked past one with the Punch Bowl, which looks absolutely stunning. We're not going to have time to do them all today. So, we've set ourselves targets of what to do. So the next one we are doing is York's oldest licensed premises. Now, established in 1644, this one. The Ye Old Star Inn. So that's going to be stop number 7 or stop number 8 of the day. I don't know, I've lost count already. This one is mega impressive, it's just beautiful. Just like look around at some of the little alcoves and little rooms and things in here. It's just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, oldest licensed inn in York, 44. And absolutely beautiful. So I'm in the beer garden now, and there are plenty of ghostly tales that surround the Old Star Inn. I'm going to tell you some. So, apparently 2 phantom black cats roam the halls still. I'm not sure if I believe that one or not, but this is a 17th century building. However, the cellar dates back to the 10th century, and years ago, during the Civil War, the cellar was actually used as a makeshift hospital. So, the ghost stories, that was me kicking a stool, don't freak out. The stories date back to cries from Civil War soldiers, apparently, that were in the makeshift hospital that was in the cellar during the Civil War. I mean, it does feel, it's so old and it does feel chilling, but it's just wicked. This is a must visit, especially if you like ghost stories or anything like that, must visit. You come out of I mean, I'm in love with that Old Star Inn, to be honest. You come out of there and you're confronted by this is an incredible looking shop. It's an armoury. It's what Holly was pointing out earlier. Some of the most impressive looking everythings I've ever seen. Viking horn, drinking horns, swords, daggers. That is hugely impressive. You can find them online as well, yorkarmoury.com if you want to have a look at what I'm talking about. It's a proper wicked little place. I mean, I've never been to York, so I am in awe of some of the buildings and stuff around here. But in all honesty, they're not going to get more stunning. So this is York Minster. Just look at it. This place is incredible, honestly. Not just the pubs, but the architecture, the history, the feel of the place. Stamford is in trouble because I think that York is about to wipe it off top spot for favourite place they've been on the crawl so far. Yeah, stunning. I mean, York Minster is impressive, isn't it? Right, so we found the original Trembling Madness. Medieval alehouse is the little sign outside it. There's a bottle shop and everything else under one roof by the looks of things, but it looks quite impressive. It looks old, so I'm looking forward. In we go. I don't really know what to say anymore about some of these places we're in. This is lucky. It's stuffed. So this is the original House of Trembling Madness, and it is it's just something absolutely special. So old. The whole building dates back to like the 12th century and things. Pub's been here for about 15 years, but yeah, the building is so impressive. The bottle shop downstairs is impressive. York's blowing me away. So out of the original House of Trembling Madness, via the bottle shop, which was expensive. So Holly's got to carry him for the rest of the night. Round to the left and down High Peter's Gate, this one's called. And to our next stop, Guy Fawkes Inn. So this is one of the haunted ones. And it's haunted because, you guessed it, this was the birthplace of the guy that tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Sadly, it wasn't while Boris Johnson was in there, but you know. Guy Fawkes Inn is the next stop, and they are not allowed to celebrate firework night. There's some rule on the internet somewhere that I've read already that I will look up and tell you in a minute that says that they cannot have a firework display or anything else because of the Guy Fawkes thing, and I'll clarify that in 2 secs. So join me in my Jackanory style leather chair that I'm sat in. So I knew I was right. So yeah, Guy Fawkes was born on this site in 1570, okay? His family then owned the pub and stuff as well, but they are prohibited from celebrating bonfire night because of that very reason. Madness that, isn't it, really? Yeah, what a wicked place that is. It's all alcovey and stuff again. Like, historical piece of like British culture, this, and well worth a visit. It feels great. It's a good selection of beers and stuff like again. There's a big grandfather clock over there. So I said, this huge leather chair that I'm in, I'm seriously considering getting one of these for my house, because if I did, just me sat in this chair, Football Manager on my lap, it'd be wonderful. I'll probably never go to any pubs though, so I might not get one. Drive walks in, wicked. Oh, and did I tell you it's also a function hotel with 13 ensuite rooms that have all got like 4-poster beds and things like that in it. I mean, you can certainly make something go boom in it. I think that might be the most comfortable chair I've ever sat in there. So we're wandering down High Petersgate still. We've walked past loads of other beautiful pubs that I really want to go in, but there's no way we can get them all done in one hit. So this was recommended in all the York pub articles. It's been one of the oldest ones in the city and one of the most beautiful. It's called the Fat Badger. So that is going to be stop number 10 so far of the day. So I didn't do a video inside the Fat Badger because I didn't want to sort of wonder. There's loads of people eating in there. It's definitely food led, and the tables are really busy. It's really busy. It's still only like 6:30 on a Wednesday night as well. It's really busy. The manager in there, guy, he spotted us because we didn't have anywhere to sit, so we wandering around with our drinks, found us a table to sit out, said, oh, this is not booked out for a little while. Perfect customer service. It's a really old pub, lovely corridors, snug rooms, all sorts. Absolutely wonderful. I can see why that is so highly regarded when they do articles on York's best pubs. Come out of there, come through this lovely little archway again, with all this all lit up, and we get to the White Horse, which was the next one on our list. So we're on a little road now called Bootham. So straight through that little archway onto Bootham and to the White Horse. So yeah, nice old pub. It's not quieter than some of the ones up on the other side. Dates back to 1770, this one, and it was listed on the article for the in York. Much more quiet, subdued vibe. Staff are really friendly. Nice boozer. We've still got so many to do though. So when I back past the Minster, you might be able to hear the bells, I don't know if you can or not, but it's just a stunning place this. So we're on Goodram Gate or something to that effect, where our next port of call is going to be the Old White Swan. And this again looks an absolute belter, this does. There's nothing wrong with the White Horse, it just, with the pubs that we've been to today so far, we've been a little bit spoiled, and they've tried to modernise it in there, and it falls a little bit flat. It's a shame, because I think in another city, we would be raving about how nice it is, because it's lovely. But Old White Swan is our next protocol. So this one is impressive. This has 9 different structures identifiable as the pub, so to speak. So we've come into what's called the Stagecoach Bar. Man United playing Galatasaray at the moment. But yeah, this is the Stagecoach Bar, which feels very historic, very nice, very beautiful. Smells good as well. So we're going to have a wander around the other bars. But yeah, impressed so far. This one also has a bit of a checkered and ghostly history. So rumoured to be a group of Catholics that stayed here once. They were going to leave on their way to France to try and escape the country because it was a bad regime at the time. And apparently they've been known to rearrange chairs and relight fires late at night. Believe that, you believe anything, I suppose. But this is the Tudor bar. So this is very, very beautiful and stuff as well in here. It's just a lovely real fire and stuff around there. This is just an absolute belter again, this is. So I'm going to have a wander through additional seating. Just a stunning pub, full of history this. So yeah, 9 different structures apparently. But yeah, absolutely top notch. Absolutely blown away with the Old White Swan. That's absolutely beautiful. So on Goodram Gate still, you'll find another one of the haunted ones. Always featured in all the most haunted York pubs articles. The Snickle Way Inn, which is our 12th stop of the day so far. So we're back on the macabre and the haunted and stuff like that with the Snickle Way Inn, right? Okay, so several ghosts reported in here. A guy that sits on the barrels downstairs, an old man. A former landlord's daughter, who apparently haunts the place. She was run over on the street right outside the front door, run over and killed. And Mrs. Tulliver and her cat. People have reported, apparently over the years, a phantom cat rubbing around their legs while they're trying to enjoy a quiet pint. You know, I mean, I don't know what York's like with these phantom cats, but there seems to be quite a lot. Like, it's a running theme in York, like phantom ghost cats. But have a look, they do regular live music in here. It's really friendly. Have a look around in here. It's just I'm not sure on the Angler's Arm still. I can't find anything online as to why it was called the Angler's Arm. They put regular live music and stuff on in here. It's got that old musty pub smell to it, which we absolutely love. Just a really good vibe, really good feel to it. Love places like this. And did I tell you that this, not only is it a pub, but it used to be occupied by a brothel and a gunpowder storehouse. Guy Fawkes, we're looking at you, buddy. Still on Good Ramgate, back towards the other side of it now, and two pubs that are next door to each other and look absolutely stunning. So we're going to do the Golden Slipper, and afterwards we've got the Royal Oak. Fun fact about the last one, it did used to be called the Angler's Arms, which is obviously why the name is up in there, but the Snickle Way, so it's a mixture of snicket, which apparently is an old word for an alleyway, and alleyway, Snickle Way. See? Who knew? So the Golden Slipper, there is a story behind this one. So the name comes from a 15th century custom, which apparently was to promote happiness and well-being, whereby a slipper was placed beneath the floorboards and found by some workmen, and it promotes happiness and well-being, and it's just a good omen. So the actual slipper is here, in this little glass box. And anybody who tried to remove it literally apparently would ruin the good karma and the good feeling in the pub, and it would only be unhappiness and sadness from there on. So it's a really good little story to that. I mean, it doesn't look much like a golden slipper anymore, but you know, good story, good pub, really nice. That story is just brilliant about the slipper, isn't it? Right, so right next door, and I do mean right next door, is 17th century inn called the Royal Oak. Now this is always listed on York's thing as being one of the 6 most haunted pubs in the whole city. So we are looking at. We've also picked up our Canadian friend Amy. She's now coming with us. She's also off to Edinburgh tomorrow. She's not a stalker. I've checked. She isn't a stalker. She was already planning to go to Edinburgh, regardless of where we are. But you might see Amy tomorrow as well. So our God knows whatever number stop of the day is the Royal Oak. This one's a beauty as well. So it's got a little front bar to the front. It's got a little bit of live acoustic music going on. He's really good and stuff as well. But the real beauty in this one, again, lies in the ghost stories, doesn't it? Apparently there's an old prostitute. No, I said what I said. There's an old prostitute who haunts the front bar. I'm off to sit in there, but Holly's not so keen. There are also 2 children, apparently, in this very bar where I am, that play just here by this little open fire, apparently. And upstairs, we've got ghosts upstairs as well. According to the rumours, there's a ghost called Alice. See, it's all, apparently it's all make-believe for the internet, because the people who actually work here don't believe. But apparently,
5 years, not a single ghost.
5 years and no ghosts. 5 years and no ghosts. No Alice?
No Alice, completely fictional. Spent a lot of time here.
No Alice? No Mary?
No.
Mary lives in the flat above, according to the internet.
Literally no one.
No Mary? No children? Oh, hold on. So no old prostitute in the front bar?
Nope.
Right, sunk. That's it. I'm off. York sucks, man. I'm going home. Those ghost stories really aren't true. I'm a little bit sad that the internet has bought into them, but I mean, you know, I'm going to believe them anyway. But this brings us down about a 3-minute walk. Has brought us to one of the everybody's been hammering our post, hammering the post, saying, "Go to Valhalla, go to Valhalla, go to Valhalla." So you know what? We've come to Valhalla, Viking bar. I mean, I look massively Viking. I mean, I'm hench. I've got a great beard. I'm wearing a forest top. Yeah, I look like a Viking. I might get accepted into their clan if we go in there. But yeah, looks good. Valhalla, one of the most recommended on our post. Looking forward to it. So from the very minute you walk into Valhalla, you just got branded stuff all over. Skulls, great merch, a great quote. A little thing with a skull and things down there. It's a Viking vibe. It's a really fun. This is like a rock bar with a Viking twist. And I absolutely love it. Valhalla is absolutely wicked. Well worth a visit. I love Valhalla, by the way. I might move to York purely because I would hang out in Valhalla all the time. It's absolutely wicked. But we've got to go down Harry Potter Lane. What's it called? The Shambles. Go down the Shambles. Diagon Alley, apparently, in the movies. This is what it was based on. So we've got to wander down the Shambles because we're on the way to the Golden Fleece. The most haunted pub in York. Woo! It is literally, as you get to the end of Diagon Alley wannabe Shambles thing, it is literally, just at the end, the Golden Fleece. So this is York's most haunted pub. According to the internet, anyway. So we'll see, won't we? I'll find a ghost. This place is brilliant. So it's just the way the floor slopes upwards. So a bit of live music and stuff going on in here, and he's really good as well. I think his name's Simon May. Fair play, he's absolutely brilliant. But this is, yeah, you can feel the age of everything. Just look at the way the walls sort of stick out and things. You can just feel the eeriness, I suppose, in here as well. This is a proper good pub. The front bar as you come in, so it's just all sort of like that, and then you walk through sort of this. That's what I mean. So it's two completely separate bars essentially. You walk down this, and it's believe me, it's real downhill, and you get back out to where they are. There you are. But what wicked pub. I'm yet to find any of the ghosts. I'm going to tell some ghost stories outside in a minute, but yeah, proper wicked pub. The singer is absolutely brilliant, Dan Esmith. I mean, I'm now up in the front bar, literally on my own. And I will be honest, this is the first time I've found any sort of eerie feel around any of the pubs we've pictured. It's like the Mary Celeste up here, where just deserted tables and empty glasses and everything else. But to sadly say I've seen any ghosts yet, but there's definitely a little bit of an eerie feeling up here. But I'm going to come out here and I'm going to tell you the ghost stories behind this one. So, the 5 ghosts of the Golden Fleece. Lady Alice Peckett said to be found roaming the endless corridors and staircases. Or you can find Jeff Monroe, who's located on the 3rd floor. One-Eyed Jack is mostly sighted in the bottom bar. One-Eyed Jack is said to be dressed in a red coat. Probably a Forest fan. Grumpy Old Man, I feel I could definitely relate to this fella. Again, sighted in the bottom bar, but this time crouched down in a small alcove. Or, there's a small child. There's always a child. There's always a creepy kid in there. Small child immediately behind the entrance to the pub, which is where I've just been in, where the youngest of the ghosts are most commonly sighted. That might be who's mucking about and cleared the top bar, you know. Kids are normally enough most me guy. So, yeah, Golden Fleece is a pretty wicked place. I don't know how many more we're going to do tonight, but I think that's about 18 or 19 so far. Don't know, right, it's pushing on for 11 though, so we'll see what else. A little bit of the snow starts to fall in York. We wanted to do the Black Swan, but we got there and it was shut. But we have made it back to the Bluebell, which is York's smallest pub. York's smallest pub, and it is beautiful inside, man. It is absolutely lovely. It is, well, you know, it is absolutely lovely. So we've come down Fosgate. I know we've got to come, but we've got a lot to do on this, but we wanted to get this one done because we love small, intimate, beautiful pubs. So this is not a micro pub. This is an old, proper pub. They're split in 2 bars. Bars in the central, 2 separate rooms. It's lovely inside. The chap running it is an incredibly friendly chap. And it is just, yeah, so we've made this before 11. We're going to try and get to 1 more, I think, before 12. We'll see if it is going to be open or not. But aside from this, might be a penultimate stop. But yeah, Bluebell. Stop 19 or 20, I think. I don't know, you probably know better than I do. You can count, I can't. Place like this is 1 bar. So that is the extent of the first bar. And then you come out through this little door. That's what I say, it's tiny. A couple of stalls here if you wanted to stay out, yeah? But that is the extent of the whole pub. Pretty beautiful place though, well impressed. Oh, right, we can't find much open, but we're on the walk back to the hotel and we have stumbled across Artful Dodger Bar again. And it's actually open now. So we're going to do Artful Dodger, final pub of the night. Had a good time?
Over till 2 AM.
Had a good time?
Yeah.
Artful Dodger, final pub of the night. So that's a good place to finish this. It's a proper little rock bar. This is a dedicated sort of rock pub. It's got a really nice vibe to it. The staff are really friendly. The regulars are really friendly. We went out staying there for a couple just to finish off the night. But yeah, really nice way to finish off the night. We need to come back to York so many times to finish it off. But yeah, it's been a really nice finish to the night at the Artful Dodger. We thank everybody here for their hospitality. Right, come to York, seriously, it's wonderful. We've got loads of trips still to make. Thanks for watching the videos. Please hit subscribe if you can. Share, watch the rest of our videos. Help us carry on doing what we're doing for you. Great night. Cheers. Off to Edinburgh tomorrow. In about 7 hours, in fact. I can't wait for that drive. It's going to be fun. Hotel tonight, though. Cheers, guys.